Welcome back to Hobby Jogger Elite, coming at you with a core routine today. Yes, I said a core routine, definitely a necessary aspect of your run training, something that can really take you to the next level, one of those sort of 1% supplemental exercises that you can do on a regular basis that will definitely improve your running, as long as you keep up with it, which is always a struggle. But with this routine that I have put together, I've watched every core routine on the internet and pretty much taken the exercises that I find to be the most effective, the most optimal, and put them into a 15 minutes or less routine. So we're going to start with bicycles here. Bicycles, forward bicycles. Each one of these movements is going to be about 25 reps or 20 to 30 seconds of exercise. So you're going to do 25 of these forward bicycles. Now, once you finish your 25 reps, take as much rest as you need. I'm going to take between 20 and 30 seconds rest for each one of these movements. So it's going to be about 20 to 30 seconds of exercise with 20 to 30 seconds of rest in between each one. So our second movement here is going to be the same exercise except backwards. So we're going to do backwards bicycles here. And again, another 25 reps or just 25 seconds. So I just kind of count to 25 seconds with this type of movement. And that's how I know that I'm done. So another 25 seconds here of backwards bicycles. You want to make sure you're not tensing your neck too much. You want to make sure you are sitting as upright as possible. You can put your hands behind you for more support. You can hold them out in the air. But once you're done with that, another 20 to 30 seconds of rest here before we get into our next movement. Just take some deep breaths, let your heart rate come down a little bit. Make sure you are taking advantage of these rest recoveries between each exercise here. So our next one is going to be called in and outs. So this is one where you can actually count reps. Again, this is going to be 25 reps, counting one every time you extend your legs out. And again, you can hold your arms up in the air if you want a little bit more of a challenge. You can have them on the ground like you see me doing here. You can put them behind you for a little bit more support. But again, the goal is to sit upright, in and outs, 25 reps, and then another 20 to 30 seconds rest here. So again, similar to the bicycles, we're going to do another round of in and outs for this next exercise, but instead of just having your hands at your side, you're going to kind of fly them outward. So to the knees, fly outward. Again, another 25 reps of in and outs. Again, this time, throwing those arms out to your sides. This one definitely works a little bit more. So that is another 25 reps. We're going to take another 20 to 30 second rest. Feel free to pause if you need more rest between these exercises. I'm going to go down to the ground, going completely horizontal for this one. And we are going to do some more swinging action here. If you've ever heard of 6 inches, this is pretty much 6 inches, but you are moving your feet up and down. So you count 1 rep each time one of your feet go up. So technically, both of your feet move a total of 50 times, but each one individually 25 times. So another 25 reps here, or you can just do it for 20 to 30 seconds if you just want to count it out. And then we have another 20 to 30 second rest here. Again, take advantage of that rest, twirl your mustache if you need to. Take a quick little 20 to 30 second nap, whatever you need to do to recover. Just make sure those recoveries are consistent and as equal from rest period to rest period as possible. And again, we're going to do a similar movement for this next one. Instead of going vertical with our feet, we're actually going to go horizontal, sort of like a scissor kick. So again, every time, let's say your right foot goes up to the top, that's 1 rep. So again, total of 50 movements here, 25 for each leg. But again, just count to 20 to 30 seconds, or you can do 25 total reps here. Try to keep those legs as straight as possible. Mine are a little bit bent, but again, don't tense your neck as much as I'm tensing it in that moment. And we're already done with another movement. 20 to 30 seconds of rest again, or take as much as you need. So our next movement here, probably one of the most challenging in my opinion, the one I look forward to the least, bicycles. Now you can go as slow as you want with these. It's ideal not to go too incredibly fast, but you are essentially touching your elbow to your opposite side knee and then extending your leg as it comes down. And again, you want to do 25 total reps for each leg. So every time your left elbow hits your right knee, that's 1. And then the next time it does it, 2. So you're only counting a rep every other time an elbow hits a knee, 25 on each side, or again, just 20 to 30 seconds. Now you're going to rest for 20 to 30 seconds again. You can tell I'm getting a little tired of this. Core, it's a necessary evil in running. Definitely lets you take a lot of steps forward as long as you're consistent with it. Again, I've found this to be a sustainable, easily accessible routine that I can do on a nearly daily basis. I usually do this minimum of 3 or 4 times a week, pretty much every other day. But sometimes I'll just end up doing it every day. Definitely helps a lot. So this next one, just a basic crunch, but you're gonna have your legs raised. You're gonna do 25 total crunches here. Again, make sure your neck isn't too tense here as you're coming up. It's definitely hard not to tense your neck a lot, but the less tense your neck is and the more work your actual abdominals are doing, the better. So you can cross your legs here. You can do a basic crunch here. I just like doing legs raised crunches, but 25 total and you're done. Another 20 to 30 seconds of rest. I look like I'm just enjoying a nice day on a beach blanket staring up at the clouds. Channel that kind of energy if you need to between each rep here. But we are over halfway done with our exercises at this point, so the light is able to be seen at the end of the tunnel. Don't you worry. Our next exercise here is going to be ankle touches. Some people call these heel touches. Again, you want to make sure you're not tensing your neck too much. You're really activating your core on this one, so make sure you flex those ab muscles while you're doing this. Make sure you're sort of imagining your oblique, your side ab muscles doing a lot of work here. And you're just tapping each ankle. And again, you want to make sure you touch your ankles a total of 50 times, 25 on each side, or just do this movement for 20 to 30 total seconds. And another one done. 25 reps on each side, done. 20 to 30 second rest here. We are moving towards the last couple movements. Feels like we just started, right? This isn't so bad. You can do this. All right, we're going to get ready for our next movement here, which is an absolute doozy following the heel touches. Taking my good old time on this rest because I know it. Leg raises. Ideally, if you have nice, loose, flexible hamstrings, your legs are going to be a lot straighter than mine are on these. I look like a bit of a seesaw. The goal is to not rock too incredibly much and to not bounce your heels off the ground every time you come down. So just imagine sort of stopping an inch or two above the floor on these. You're going to do 25 total. Just stay calm, relaxed. Again, go as slow as you need to if you want to do it by time with 20 to 30 seconds of activity here, or do 25 total reps. But the goal is to have straight legs, which I am failing at here, and not to just slam your heels into the ground. But really make sure you're digging deep on this one. 25 reps done. Another 20 to 30 seconds rest. My face looks like a tomato at this point, but again, the end is in sight. Don't you worry. All All right, take advantage of that rest. Rub your tummy if you need to. Take some deep breaths. Stretch out if you need to. Pause the video if you need a little extra time. We're going to move to our right side. Left elbow up. Oblique V-ups. They're kind of like crunches, but for your sides, right? So you can see arm is sort of resting on the ground there. The other arm is coming up and pretty much touching my lower thigh or my knee. And it's sort of a crunch for your side. You're going to do 25 total for your left side here first. Then you're going to flip over, take advantage of that 20 to 30 second rest, but flip over. You're going to do the same exact thing for the other side. So laying along your left side, going to have your right elbow up this time, slamming into that right knee, crunching along your side here. And we got oblique V-ups here for your right side. And again, another 25 total reps. You want to be a little bit more on your side than I am here. The goal is to activate your obliques as much as possible for this one rather than just, the abdominal muscles you would for a normal crunch. But you got 25 total here on the right side. And you are good to go again. So, as I am flipping over here, this is the last official movement of the core routine. So this is usually where the variation in time comes, depending on how much I want to do planks. I always finish with planks, but I'll usually do a bit of a 2-minute total circuit here with planks. So you're going to do 30 seconds of a normal plank here first. You can see me looking at my timer. So 30 seconds, just a normal forward plank. Make sure you're squeezing your ab muscles as you are doing this, trying to imagine your back down to your hamstrings, through your calves to your heels, as straight of a line as possible. You don't want to look like a mountaintop here, but once this 30 seconds is over, you're actually going to move over to your elbow and you're going to do a bit of a side plank here on the left side first. So 30 seconds forward plank, 30 seconds now on the left side plank. And again, if you want to add a bit of a challenge, you can do some dips. So kind of dip your left hip down into the ground, up and down slowly. You'll definitely feel your muscle activated a bit more. Or you can just do standard side plank here on your left side for 30 seconds. But once this second set of 30 seconds is over, you're going to do the same exact thing for your right side. So now you're on your right forearm and elbow, left hand on the left hip. And again, just try to keep your core activated throughout this whole thing. Keep your abs flexed as much as possible, keeping everything tight so that you're getting the most benefit out of this. So we did 30 seconds forward. We did 30 seconds on our left side, 30 seconds on our right side here. And now, as the 30 seconds on the right side comes to a close, you're going to go to 30 seconds back forward. So kind of closing the circuit. 2 minutes total of planks here. Now when I'm a little bit deeper in a training block, maybe you'll do 40 seconds per plank. So 40 seconds forward, 40 seconds each side, 40 seconds forward again. Maybe you'll do 45 seconds, 50 seconds, up to a minute for each one. However good you are at planks. And that is the whole entire core exercise. So do a little bit of, downward dog, access your inner running yogi if you want. Make sure you relax, stretch out those ab muscles. That will definitely alleviate any oncoming soreness that may come about if you're just kind of getting back into doing some core exercises or you haven't done core exercises regularly before. You will definitely feel a little sore from this, but these stretches will definitely help stretch them out a little bit and let you continue to do these on a consistent basis. So do these stretches for as long as possible. They are things that I always do following this core routine, and I hope you enjoyed it. Peace.